Hey everyone, this is Soren Jorgensen from the Iron Wealth Builders team. And on behalf of myself and my two partners, John Merrick and Cindy Batty, I would love to welcome you to this webinar here tonight. And first of all, thank you very much for ordering your copy of the Covert Viral Wizard theme. Um, we have some very interesting stuff in store for you tonight. But before we start, I just want to come with give you a little public service announcement. Some of you may have noticed that early this morning there was a slight problem with the theme or with the license activation. What happened there was that the JVSU server actually was failing. So we called the guys over there, woke them up. They're in the States, and this was morning in Europe, and they got it fixed. But in the meantime, we also coded our licensing system so that this will never happen again. So all of your blogs using the Covert Wizard theme should be perfectly fine right now. If they're not, you may have to go into your WordPress admin area and add the license code or the transaction ID again. And with that, we also yesterday, if you haven't noticed yet, released an update to 1.2 for the theme, fixing a few bugs and adding an extra feature in there. And that update is automatically made available inside your WordPress admin area. So if you go in there, if you haven't already, there will be a link next to the theme that says, please click here to update it, and that will update the theme automatically. So that was a little public service announcement. So now we move on to the actual content of this webinar. And I have invited Giovanna Suma from Marketing Gene. She's one half of the Marketing Gene team, together with Leah Butler-Smith. But Joe is here today to talk to us about some very interesting stuff in using Facebook marketing in conjunction with the Covert Viral Wizard theme to drive even more traffic to your sites and to get repeat visitors out of it as well. And not only have they got some stuff that will enhance the Covert Viral Wizard theme, they use the theme themselves, and Joe will be giving some really, really good pointers on how to work the theme. So in a little while here, I'm going to give it over to Joe, and she will start her presentation. And I will sit back with the rest of you and enjoy this and take notes and learn a lot from what she has to tell us. So first of all, can you hear me, Joe?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly. Can everyone else hear me? Can you just give me a yes in the question box?
We get
Awesome,
getting
John.
getting a lot of yeses there. So what I'm going to do now, Joe, is I'm going to change it over to you as the presenter, and you can show your screen and do your thing.
Hello, guys. How are you doing? It's currently 3 a.m. in Belgrade, Serbia. That is where I live. So why don't I just get a shout out from a couple of you and tell me where you guys are at right now? Let's see if we have an international crowd on this webinar. DC, Australia, New York, Florida. I was in Florida in September. Florida. Las Vegas, Texas, Norway, Mexico, Thailand. Okay, guys, just for people that are in the, like me, 3 a.m. early in the morning, this webinar will be recorded. Ah, and there's someone from South Africa, Sheila. I grew up in South Africa. So thank you so much for attending the webinar. I really appreciate it. And I figured if you guys don't know who I am, I wanted to give you guys just a short introduction. Thanks, Bruce. We are recording the webinar. I just wanted to give you a short introduction about who I am. I am actually, my subscribers and customers know me as Jojo the Lion Lady, and that's why you can see my screen is full with lions and leopards. And I was fortunate enough to be blessed to raise these wonderful animals. And actually, the reason I'm in the internet marketing is I want to create my own big cat reserve. uh, in 5 years. I've got a 5-year plan. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And this is my business partner, Leah Butler Smith. I'm just going to open up a picture for her. And we started marketing Jean in March of this year, and we had known each other forever. I used to call her my internet marketing mum. And we met at a conference in England in March, and we thought, you know what? So we have such similar ethics and morals when it comes to business. We picked the perfect team. Unfortunately, she couldn't join us, but she does send her love. So, can everyone see my screen? Can I just get a couple of yeses? Hey, Nathan. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I'm going to do something different. I want you guys to pay attention. And this directly works in marketing. So there is a reason to this, and I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as I did. So I'm going to open up a picture, and I'm going to keep it up for 10 seconds, and then you guys need to tell me what was the most distinguishing feature in this picture. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Can everyone see it? Okay. So a lot of people are saying the tree branches, water. Couple of interesting answers. Awesome. Okay, so the majority of the people who actually answered said it was a tree, but there's a few people here that guessed correctly. Gary, Tony, I can't see this name. I'm just trying to work it out. Sing. Yeah, okay, so they see a baby. Now, if you actually see, here's the face, the legs, the arms, the mouth. Do you check that out? Don't you think that's pretty cool? And the reason I wanted to show you guys about this, well, it's not creepy, but there is a point to it. And that's the fact that marketing is exactly like this picture. You always need to look out for trends and stuff that you won't normally see in all the hustle and the bustle of internet marketing. And I know many of you guys have probably been doing internet marketing for a while. I mean, I started when I was 16. I'm 26 now, so I've been in internet marketing 10 years. And I've developed this knack of being able to catch trends before they explode. And that's one of the best places that you can be. And what I really like about I Am Wealth Builder stuff is that Sarah and John and Cindy really work on creating cutting edge products that can help you before people start catching on. So their products are really centered towards giving you a ripe opportunity in making money and, you know, really increasing what you can do with your internet marketing ventures. So I just want to ask a couple of people who's familiar with I Am Wealth Builders. I'm sure most of you are repeat customers. They have such great products, such great support, and they upgrade their products all the time. Catherine's agreeing with me. They are really true, some of the best vendors in this industry. And that's why we are so pleased to actually be able to team up with them and work with them in a very intimate manner. We actually just met the team in Florida at a conference, and they were just absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to start with the training, and this is Covert Viral Wizard, and I decided to buy a domain, cutiepies.me, and it's really simple. Just a couple of cat pictures. I've actually got my VA to start updating this theme. But while it might look simple, simple really works in internet marketing, and we have very short attention spans. Well, we're actually, you know, we've kind of been conditioned into having very short attention spans. And I, for one, I love image sites, sites like 9gag, for instance. And one of the reasons I love these sites so much is because I can get a lot of information or entertainment in short form, which is why Covert Viral Wizard works very well, because people want to just, I literally want to scroll down and scroll down and scroll down, and this is an ever scrolling theme. So as many posts as you've got, the theme will just keep on bringing up the content on and on. And, my team was actually doing some of the support or helping with support for this launch, and we saw a lot of questions. How do you bring traffic to your Covert Viral Wizard theme? So I'm going to first answer this, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about something very important about how to turn traffic that you're getting from the theme into repeat traffic. So who's installed the theme and started using it? Give me a yes. Who are our action takers? Gregory has started. Awesome. Charles, Chef, has. Yes, he has. Carol has started. Thomas has put it on multiple sites. Floyd, so there's a lot of yeses and there's some no's. And that's okay. But what I really want to put into you guys is taking action. Like you see, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I saw a question. Guys, I will be answering questions at the end of the webinar. And because I am, doing the webinar alone, I won't be able to answer questions and give the presentation. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. So, right, why this theme is so brilliant? We actually, okay, so I don't know if you guys know, but Soren and I are dating. And I kind of have this pride about what he does, and he's such a genius. And, even when we met in March, I was completely amazed at just how awesome what he was doing, and the way that he would talk about certain stuff, and the way he thought about getting traffic and making sales and doing marketing. It was a real eye-opener. And when he told me the theme, and I don't know if you guys saw, but on the sales page and in the training, it actually said that they got 340 visitors in one day. Who saw that? Who saw that they got 340 visitors in one day? Either in the report or on the sales page. Yep, David is agreeing with me. He saw it. Anybody else? Carol saw it. Awesome. Now, when he told me this, and I saw it, I was sitting next to him as he was showing me the traffic stats. I was like, this is unbelievable. So for my subscribers, what I actually did before I promoted the theme was, we did a 24-hour pre-test. And we actually did it on a domain that was promoting the Galaxy Samsung S4, because I wanted to see if this could work not just with cute, inspirational, funny products, but also, products that people want to buy. And we shared it on Reddit. I shared it on Facebook, and within 7 hours, we had gotten 71 visitors, which is huge. That is probably the easiest way to ever get traffic. I was just amazed. And when I actually wrote the email to subscribers, and I went into our blog and we showed them video proof of logging into our cPanel and showing them, the data on our blog, I was thrilled because the theme actually did work. But what really intrigued me was that it works so simply. So what I wanted to show you guys, this is one of the basics that you can do. This is the fundamentals, cues. Everybody loves cues. Everybody wants, I could look at these photos forever, and it's so simple to find images. And I actually just go onto Flickr, and you can find images that are have common rights. So that's super duper easy. And if you're struggling to find content, all you do is give an image credit. It's that simple. Image credit, and then when people click on this, if they click on it, they will be taken back to their site. So that's really cool. And now I just want to take you through to Reddit. And Reddit is actually where we shared one or two posts. Yes, Gregory, but if you don't want to use the plugin, I'm just talking about the theme for now, so I'm not talking about the plugin. But, right, if you go to Reddit, you can actually see you can search by subreddit. And when you share it in a subreddit, it will be perfectly optimized for your niche. So for instance, the Galaxy Samsung 4 COVID viral blog, we found technology subreddit, we shared it on there. I shared it on my Facebook to all of my friends, and we got 71 visitors in 7 hours, which was just insane. I woke the next morning like actually stressed because I was like, wow, if I don't have any results, what's going to happen? But that's what I love about I Am Wealth Builders, is they really make stuff that works. And now the great thing about expanding your traffic is once you have that original traffic, people want to share, especially if they love stuff, if they think it's cute, if it brings up some emotion with them, which is why we went for the Samsung Galaxy S4. Because, okay, I don't want to upset anyone, but I'm a Samsung junkie. Okay, someone said that my sound is distorted. Can everyone hear me? I've got the mic as close to my phone as it, to my mouth as it can be. Oh, that's not good. Hold on a second. Let me check it out. Hmm. No. Okay. Well, we actually have a very section. I'm gonna, but I've got a weird microphone, which is weird. Oh. Yes, we are recording the webinar, guys. Words. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay. How about now? Is it better? Okay. Awesome. Better, better, better. Okay. Great. Fantastic. Right. Get back on track. Okay, so what makes this seem very simple is the fact that it gives people the opportunity to share your content. And now you can't input your social media stuff. And that's actually a good thing because people don't want to go through that extra step. They don't want to add your social media stuff. They want to share. It as that emotion hits, they want to be able to go onto the tweet, Facebook, Pinterest button, Google Plus, whatever, and be able to share your content. And especially when we did that Galaxy, a Samsung S4, we knew we were hitting on emotion because I'm a Samsung Galaxy junkie. Leah is an iPhone, and we constantly debate or pick at each other about who has the best phone. So and you can target that with any type. So creating one COVID viral wizard for one specific theme is very, very powerful. Yes, it does, Charles. Charles is saying Samsung rules. I'm going to start a debate in this webinar. Okay, so sharing your posts on Facebook, even starting with your own friendship groups, is really powerful because you never know who's going to see that, who's going to like it, who's going to share it. And then obviously Reddit. And like I said, this works. I had video proof up for my subscribers and they were absolutely amazed. So that was really, really good. Another trick that you can use to find what you want to base your COVID viral wizard sites around, check out your Facebook timeline. See what people are sharing and copy that niche and put it into a COVID viral blog. Now, this is important, and I've seen a couple of people, some of our customers come and ask us how to implement the products, and we love to give them feedback because we want to see them succeed. And one of the things I've seen a couple of people do is get one general domain and share absolutely everything. And you can't do that. You need to have your COVID viral wizard site centered around a specific niche. Okay, so that's really, really important. You can't have everything on one blog. Like, I think the domain we used for the Samsung Galaxy S4 was Galaxy Junkies, just because people love galaxies. You know, we're getting such a great divide, and we knew that was a perfect niche to crack. But we had started focusing on the Samsung Galaxy S4 because it's such a hot topic right now. The Samsung Galaxy 4, you know, came out a month or so ago, a couple of months ago, and people are talking about it. People have an opinion now that they're using it. Is there going to be a new iPhone out, etc., etc. So we focused on one specific niche, and that brought in a lot of traffic. Okay, and we actually found that our posts were being shared, which was bringing in new traffic. That's absolutely awesome. So you can go with niche centered topics that bring up emotion, something that people are passionate about. And it can be a site based off Amazon products, hunting, for instance, clothes, uh, you know, iPhone or Apple products, or whatever you can think of, as long as you know that people will have an emotion about it. How about crafting? I just started a crafting site using one of IML Builder's other products, and it's going great because I'm hitting the niche specifically for what they want. So here's another thing that I thought was interesting with Covert Viral was that you can also break into offline. And one of my subscribers, or one of my customers who bought this product actually told me that he was using it to curate events that were happening in his city. So every time he sees an event, he gets a Google alert. Every time something happens in his specific town, he gets an alert, posts it on Covert Viral with a link to the event or whatever, and he says it's going great. Another one is local real estate. Why wouldn't, especially if someone's in your town and you say, okay, well, I want them to visit, I don't know, local real estate Boston, and then you have houses that are being listed. It really needs to be simple. Okay, so people don't, I mean, it doesn't matter. People, when Darren and I were looking for, we went through thousands of flats. We were looking, through hundreds and thousands. Well, not hundreds and thousands, but really hundreds of flats. And there was this one site, exactly like Covert Viral Wizard, where it showed you one picture and you could click on and look onto it. And I mean, we were on that site until 4 in the morning. So you can just see how effective that is. People went quick. I can tell, and we could tell instantly by the first image whether we wanted to look into this flat or not. So who agrees that just this one image is very powerful and that our attention spans are getting shorter? Molly's agreeing. Everyone's agreeing with me. So this is why it's really, really powerful. But there is an issue, and this is what we started noticing with the Galaxy site that we started using. And once the traffic was here, they would share or like or whatever, but they weren't coming back. They weren't turning into repeat visitors. And I don't know if you guys have heard the old adage, someone needs to see something 5 times before they become a buyer. Have you guys heard that? Yes, Douglas, Kim, Thomas, David, Ricardo. 9 or 7 times. Okay. Here we go. 9, 7. I'm following someone who says 5 times. So that is actually why 7. Well, I believe in democracy, so let's call it 7 times. People need to repeatedly see the same thing to be able to make a purchase, to take, to go and do something that you want them to do. And that's why we're all here. We want our Covert Viral websites to actually make us more and more money. And it is possible just with the theme. But there is a way that you can actually get repeat traffic and where you can engage your subscribers. And now, who's heard that the money's in the list? Everyone's heard that money is in the list. let's continue. Who's heard that the money is in the list? Yes, yes, yes. Everyone has heard that. Who's heard about the Google tab situation? That all of our many, oh, well, all of our many promotions are going into the promotions tab. Who's slightly concerned about it? We have a really good relationship with our list, and we have a very high open rate, but we also especially with our non-IM niches, but because we do have such a good relationship, we actually have a different way of targeting our subscribers. And what we do is we actually target them directly on Facebook. So we send them notifications or subscriptions on Facebook. And the reason, I had a reason for showing you guys that baby photo. And what Leah and I, a year or so ago, I think it was a year ago, we saw a trend in Facebook notifications, like Zynga. Zynga is huge. Zynga is huge. And why do you think one of them is, why do you think they're so big? Who has connected to a Facebook game and gotten those notifications to remind you to keep on playing? Molly's gotten them. What do you... Okay, so who has seen those notifications from those games applications? Yeah. Okay. Everyone's seen them. And one of the reasons that's so powerful is because people are always on their Facebook. I know recently I've actually been giving myself a social media time off because I'm always on Facebook. We have a customers group. I do all my networking there. I talk to my employees through Facebook. So I use Facebook for business a lot, and I'm constantly getting notifications. And I do have a tendency to, click on my notification tab and see what's happening. And that's actually a very powerful thing. So Leah and I started thinking about it. Yeah, you know what? Uh, we wanted to be able to send our subscribers notifications, and we wanted to target people directly on Facebook, because it doesn't matter who you are if you don't use Facebook. There's more than 1 billion people in the world using Facebook, and they spend a lot of time on Facebook. Most people have Facebook open on their mobiles, so they get, so they spend time on their mobiles when they're at work, when they're at home. Most people, like I think 50% of all Facebook users use Facebook every day. That's insane. How many times I don't check my email as much as I'm on Facebook? So the chances, especially with the promotion tabs, I've got tons of emails in my promotion tab. And I mean, I only move over people that I really respect and I let content into my inbox tab. But most people don't do that. So once you send that email, the chances by the time they come to check their email and they go over to the promotions tab, you're already lost in a sea of other promotions, because people aren't subscribed to just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 lists. They subscribe to 10 or 20 or 30 or 40. And that's the problem. That's what we're competing with. And that's why actually when the Google Promotions tab came out, Leah and I weren't worried, because we knew we had another way to connect with our subscribers. So I wanted to show you guys and tell you how you can really take your Covert File Wizard themes to a new level with something that Leah and I actually released. And I wanted to give you guys a demonstration. And this works perfectly with Covert Viral Wizard. And you can actually see it over here. Connect with Facebook. Do you guys see this button over here? Who wants to see how it works? Okay, so what we've developed, this is how the baby all fits together because I am Wealth Builders and marketing team. I am biased if I say so myself. We're really focusing on finding trends that not a lot of marketers have already used, right? So that's why when Facebook released this notification API, we realized, okay, we can actually do this now. It's not just Zinga or any of those other, big companies that can send out notification. This means we can do it, our customers can do it, uh, small businesses and marketers who want to not just, utilize their list, but also have a Facebook notification list. Okay, so this is why it's so powerful. And we developed a plugin called Pulse Notify. Yes, I am. And we decided to create a plugin that anybody could use that would take all the hard work from the developer. So here we go. I'm going to show you. And this plugin actually allows you to send notifications to people directly from Facebook. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to connect with Facebook. Okay. I'm going to click OK. And now I'm subscribed to Facebook. Now it's going to redirect me. This is standard. So let's just wait. My internet is very slow, but I just put in a Google redirect. But you'll see, you can send them to anything. You can send them to a sales page. You can send them to an Amazon product. You can send them to a download page, whatever you want. We also have an exit redirect on Pulse Notify, and I'm actually going to go and show you it within the plugin. Take a look here. Do you guys see this? This is a welcome notification that our plugin sends out as soon as someone subscribes. So what happens when people are actually going to specific sites? They're going to, go and check an offer, jump onto Facebook, go into an offer, jump onto Facebook. And this is why this is so powerful. Can you guys see the notification? What do you think? Do you guys understand what I'm talking about? That is cool. Okay, so now how would you be able to actually interact with your subscribers directly on Facebook? I just think they're so insane. So insane. And it's so powerful. Some of our customers are getting 67 click-through rates because what happens as well is that when I click on this, and I'll click on this a bit later, you can actually redirect them to wherever you want. So you can redirect them back to your Covert Viral Wizard pages. And now that this is what I was talking about. You want to have your customers come back. You want to keep on having them coming back to your blog. And this is the best way that you can keep on getting them into repeat customers. Okay? And this is why Pulse Notify works awesomely with Covert Viral Wizard. So I'm going to go back into our Covert Viral Wizard blog. And go ahead. Now, because we really saw, postponed. Thank you, Brian. I didn't see that. Okay. Okay, awesome. So, thank you for paying attention. This is inside our Covert Viral Wizard blog, and we work with select vendors where we make sure that our plugin works 100% perfectly with their themes, and we actually give, we make sure that it works with all the different types of sections, because I'm sure you guys know WordPress has millions of themes and millions of plugins, so not everything can be compatible, but because we do have a close relationship with Wealth Builders, when they did originally show us the theme, I thought, wow, this is really, really cool. And if you have played around with your Covert Viral Wizard theme, you can see it now. You'll have the post monetization. So what we did was this is our Pulse Notify button. So it actually works within the theme, and then you just need to put this code. This is just for the secure URL, and that will actually let it show here. So what happens is, yay, people can hear me better. So now I'm going to take you guys through the Pulse Notify Plus plugin, and I'm going to show you just why it's so powerful, right? And why it can really be used in tangent Covert Wizard to really up your game in terms of getting those repeat customers, because Covert Wizard is an awesome theme. And I told you guys, we got 71 visitors within the first 7 hours, which was just insane. And we had our post shared, which led to more traffic. But what I was more concerned about was getting repeat traffic. And this is a really simple way, not just for your Covert Wizard blogs. You can use it in anything. You can use it in your press releases, on your Facebook fan pages to get people to subscribe to your list. It has such a huge monumental, really potential to really connect and engage with your subscribers in a different way. And like I told you, one of our highest performing customers, he's been, he was a beta tester for Pulse Notify Plus for over 4 months. He started using it right in the beginning. He told us what he wanted in the plugin so that he could use it for his business and make the most amount of money. And because he treats his list, not just his Facebook list, but also his email list very well, his Facebook list has 67% click-through rate, but his email list only has 13%. That's a huge difference. That is a huge difference in click-throughs. And I mean, the beauty about Pulse Notify Plus is that you can actually have both at the same time. So I'm just going to show you guys here now. You can add and get response, Aweber, MailChimp, iContact, or any of your custom stuff. But here is where you can also have a Facebook one. I'm just using Facebook. So in case, let's say, for instance, you already have an email list and you don't want to subscribe them to your email list, you can have a list where you just push people to Facebook, right? So that's very cool as well, because you can, and with Plus, you can actually make segmented lists. And now this is why this is important. With what we try to do with Pulse Notify Plus is really make a tool for marketers to use, not just for online stuff, but also for offliners, obviously. And that's why I was talking to you about the local real estate idea that one of my customers was using, because he's also a Plus customer. And what he's been doing actually is he has a bunch of real estate websites up, and he runs them for his real estate clients. And what he does with Plus is, because we have segmented lists and we have the ability to segment your list for different types of things, he gets all of the real estate customers to subscribe through their Facebook button onto their list. And I'm going to show you now here what is really cool is I signed up under my dad's Facebook account. You see here, this is my daddy, and it automatically shows up. So when I click here, it shows the profile of the person, okay? And I can also send them a notification. And why he told me this was so powerful, and it was actually crazy when he told me the idea, is what he does with Pulse Notify is he gets a list from the real estate agents, and then they say, okay, well, this person is interested in 3-bedroom houses. This person is interested in buying land. This person is interested in buying commercial property. So if he sees something specifically for that customer, he will send them an individual notification. Are you guys with me so far? Can you guys see how powerful the product is? Let's send another notification. Hello, awesome Covert Wizard. Okay. Let's go www.youtube.com. Yeah. Hello, awesome Covert Wizard people. And once I open it up, it shows up again. So he's been using that with great interest because people, for instance, our real estate agent, Soren, and I, when we were looking, she would send us emails. And the problem is that we don't check our emails very often. If we had been connected to her via Pulse Notify, I told you guys I spend a lot of time on Facebook, I would have instantly been notified about that, which is really, really cool. And that's why this is so powerful, because you get to grab your subscribers or your, attention as soon as you send out the notification. That is absolutely crazy. So I'm going to show you guys a specific walkthrough. And let you let me know what you guys think. So we do have very advanced tracking, and one of the things that people wanted to see was how many subscribers, how many have we sent, what is our CTR, and we do have that for individual notifications. This is when you send to lists. Obviously, it's not enabled for single people. One of our customers, the guy that does real estate, we have quite a couple of people that use Pulse Notify for their offline customers. And one of the big things that they said is they wanted to have multiple Facebook applications on one blog so that they could have Pulse Notify Plus on one blog and be able to handle all of their notification lists and Facebook application on this one blog. So what we actually did is you can add as many as you like, which is pretty crazy if you think about it, because if you have, instead of uploading the plugin to 10 different sites or letting your customers know about it, and this is important, so that you handle everything, so that your paycheck can be higher. This is why this is so powerful. And we have unlimited, so you can have as many Facebook applications as possible. The good thing about this is for your Covert viral sites, as I was telling you guys earlier, you have to have niche-specific Covert viral blogs. You can't have one general one that will cover every single topic under the sun. So if you want to do cute animals, you need to have one for cute animals. If you want to do one about the Galaxy Samsung S4, you need to have a domain just for that. If you want to have one for hunting, crafting, food, raw vegan food, whatever your niche is, you have to have specific domains for all of those specific websites, or a subdomain. Depends on, what's your starting level, if how many domains you want to start with. And the cool thing is that you would be able to handle all of your domains and sending out all of your notifications through one main point. And that was a huge want from our subscribers. And now, these Facebook templates are actually, one of our customers asked us, and they said because people are conditioned to like Facebook and trust Facebook, which is very true, they're more inclined to take an action through Facebook. So what we developed was a bunch of Facebook templates where you would be able to change the content, put video in or a picture, and actually pre-sell them to something. So for instance, if I use that and they click through here, the image will actually show up on Facebook, which is really cool, because then people feel comfortable, because we've all become really comfortable with Facebook. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but as soon as I see either one-click registration with Facebook or put in your email and your name and all of these details, I immediately go for one-click. And that's because Facebook has a very high trust level, regardless of what's happening, because most of the people who aren't interested in knowing, oh, Facebook does this or that. People just trust it implicitly. I see a lot of questions coming up. I'm just going to ask you guys to be patient with me, and I will definitely answer any and all questions that you guys have at the end of the webinar. I promise you it won't be too long. So here we have these Facebook templates that you can use in Facebook, and this works very well. Obviously, if you're using it for your Covert Viral Wizard blogs, you want to send them back to your site, because depending on where you have your button, it doesn't matter. You can have the button on here, you can have it at a link. We've really thought of everything. You can still have ads, So you can use this as an ad buffer and then have your subscribe button on the side. Or have a little note with a link that says, you know, subscribe on Facebook for more notifications. So that's extremely powerful as well. But for Covert Viral especially, you want to keep on bringing back your people to your blog because you want them to become familiar with it, okay? You want them to know, like, and trust you. You want them to, you know, oh, okay, what site am I going to go to today for XYZ niche? I'm going to go to cutiepies.me to find cute photos of puppies and animals and stuff that, you know, bring me happiness and joy, so to speak. So I've already discussed the list and autoresponders. And what was really important with us with Plus is the fact that we wanted to be as close to GetResponse and Aweber as possible, but just with Facebook, right? So what we did was we added in this welcome URL notification, and that was that you guys saw here. As soon as I subscribed, I got this notification. It hit me. And this can all be branded, by the way. You just need to brand it in your app. And then here you can add auto notifications. So I don't have anyone set up. I'll show you that. But what that means is you can send a whole list of notifications on autopilot. So just like you would with an autorespond on GetResponse, set up 30 notifications, start bringing in new traffic, and this is why it's important for Covert Viral with it as well. Later you've got the day. You start using the Pulse Notify button to get people onto your subscriber list and actually, you know, getting repeat traffic. You can send them to your first blog post that you started doing so that you can start getting more traffic on those blog posts as well. Okay, so you just keep on sending them through a series. And I mean, I'm sure most of you guys know if you are on Soren's and Cindy's list, they send you through an autoresponder series that goes through all of their stuff. And that's, first off, it's really good stuff, but they are reminding you, okay, well, this plugin would go perfectly with this theme. And they send you through a series, and that's really powerful, and that's why an autoresponder is so fantastic. It's such a powerful tool. And that was one of the big requests, so we decided to add that in. And now you guys saw that button, so I'm just going to unscribe myself. I can remove my dad so that you guys can see the button again. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Facebook button. And we've made it super simple. Now, one of the things when we originally started with Pulse Notifies, you could only do Facebook buttons. We have tested it on our blogs. We love it because it really does. Facebook has the trust factor. As soon as I told you, as soon as I see a Facebook button, I automatically want to press it. No matter, you know, to make my life easier. And that's why that's so powerful. But we have made it more advanced so that you can use it as an image. You can create your own CSS3 button. You can have an image that links directly to it. So, for instance, this could be turned into a button, which I think is really cool. And now, the really cool thing about this is, yes, you can use it as a short code, but I showed you guys we actually developed it so that it works in conjunction with Covert Viral with it, because we loved it. And I mean, we tested it out ourselves. We saw how powerful it was. So if you guys do want it, you will see a tutorial with just how to use this and how to integrate the theme with Pulse Notify. But this is the most important thing. And this link, which can be shorted in any URL shortener, Bitly, Google, that means you could put it here in Facebook and post it, and people would actually be able to subscribe to your app through Facebook, through your fan pages. All they would have to do is click the button, authorize it, and you're good to go. So we want you, obviously, you've seen these exit pop-ups where if people send you into an offer, they say, okay, well, if you don't want this, why don't you try this out? And we realized that is extremely powerful, not just for, you know, for normal lists or web pages, but also for Facebook. So we have a redirect URL and an exit redirect URL, and you can choose. You guys saw those Facebook buttons, so you can choose what you want to show them. So you can, ask them to share and like your current post, or you can show them a button so that you can actually use it as a content blocker. So every time they click on that button, they'll be redirected to the same thing. Or you can have text and HTML, which is very, very powerful because you can use it as a call to action, right? Now, this is very simple to use. It's just cron scheduling, and because Pulse Notify is on your side, we need to use cron scheduling to send the autoresponders and the scheduled broadcast. So I'm going to show you guys with the new notification. And you can set this up. I'm going to go day 1. Grab this link. I'm going to redirect to that. So you can save it to use in the autoresponder, which I'll show you. You can send it now, or you can schedule a broadcast, just like a normal autoresponder. So you would say, okay, well, I want this to go out to my entire list at this time. Okay? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to save it. And then I'm going to go back to list and autoresponders. Add a new notification. I'm going to say it has to go after 24 hours. 24 hours after they've subscribed. And now 24 hours and my dad is going to get a notification about these cute puppies, and he's going to be redirected to this page. So that's extremely powerful, and we've definitely tried to make this as user-friendly as powerful. So you guys need to understand that this all does tie in. Covert Viral is a really fantastic theme, right? And it does get you traffic, and it gets people to share your stuff, just like the theme promises. But we have that 7-view rule, that people need to see something 7 times before they take a significant action, which is fine because this theme facilitates all of that. But with Pulse Notify Plus, it does make it easier. So we don't normally do this. We haven't. The only people that we've sold this plugin to is our customers. And Leah and I go through very stringent testing, and then we release it to our customers because we see them. We're all a tribe. But because I am Wealth Builders, they love the product. They love that, we got it working for their theme, specifically for our customers. We've decided to offer you guys Pulse Notify Plus at the price we're going to be selling it to our customers. And obviously, we have a very good relationship with Iron Wealth Builders, so we said yes, okay, we won't increase the price for your customers. And if you want to grab it, I'm going to put it into the box, and then we can go to the questions. And this, when it is sold to the public, it will be $497. So let the questions go. Does anyone have any questions? Have I explained how this can be used in conjunction with Covert Viral Wizard? Ricardo, this is an upgrade. It's 197 just for Pulse Notify Plus, and that's a developer license, which means you can install it on as many sites as you like. But we do have a white label version, which will be $997, but it's $497 for our customers, and obviously you guys, because you are, sort of part of the family, so to speak. There are no OTOs. There are tutorials. Guys, we've got everything set up in our membership site. We have additional training. Leah Butler-Smith, my business partner, is an NLP expert. She's done, she's just amazing. She's so clever. She has gone through so many different things and being able to use notifications and engage and really kind of like hypnotize your subscribers into clicking your notifications. And I was telling you guys about the person that was getting 67 click-through rates. He was implementing Leah's strategy step by step. So there is a ton of training with this. Are there any other questions? Thomas, I'm not quite sure how long Soren and them will be keeping this open for. I honestly don't know. He discussed that with Leah, but if you send me an email at info@marketingteam.com, I can take your name down and send it to him and just, let him know. But I'm sure he'll keep it open for a while. This is only available, like I said, this is only available for our customers and Soren's customers. And that's just because Leah and I adore the team behind I Am Wealth Builders. There's a huge difference. Okay, so we do have a more standard version of Pulse Notify. And with Pulse Notify, you can still send notifications, but you don't have any of this other stuff. You can only put it on your sidebar widget, and you can only have one list and one app on the plugin. Yes, it will be recorded. There was someone here with a question. Okay, so someone asked, if you have a list of subscribers on a Facebook page, can you transfer that list to Pulse Notify Plus? No. And he has a good reason for it. It's against Facebook's terms of services. And Leah and I are very ethical product creators, so we would never do anything that wouldn't be a good business decision for you guys or a good business decision for us, because we want to keep Facebook happy. Yes, Matthew, I will answer questions about Covert with it if you have them. What we've been doing, so with all of our previous lists, because Leah and I just don't work in IM, we also have non-IM niches that we do. Like I was telling you, I've started that crafting blog, so that's one niche because I'm passionate about it, even though I can't craft. And what we did for those lists is we literally just sent out a link and said, well, we've got a bonus report on how to, make your own vase or vase in 10 easy steps. And if you click on this button, you'll be subscribed to all of our new notifications about fun stuff or more bonuses or whatever. And then they automatically got redirected to the download page with the actual report. And if you do have a fan page, just by using this link, so if you just shorten this link, because it is a really long link, we are getting our developer to actually put a shortened URL integration into it at the moment. If you shorten that URL and go into your fan page and say, now you can connect with me directly on Facebook, click here, subscribe, etc. Yes, Pulsehaver works with this. Okay, so some people are asking me to just explain some of the niches and stuff with Covert Viral Wizard. And here are my ideas. Okay, so Amazon sites that give you an emotion. Like I was saying, with the site that we got 71 visitors in less than 7 hours, we picked something that people are passionate about, because there is that Samsung iPhone debate. we knew that people would want to share and engage with us about that specific topic because I love my Samsung. My Samsung is the best phone in the world. Okay? So that was a passion button for me because I know as soon as I see something that says that we're better than an iPhone, I immediately go and share it on Facebook. So that's the type of emotions when you're building your niches that you want to create. The other one, it's funny, so humor, like Soren's blog about autofail, memes. That's a great topic. Inspirational, whatever you want to do. If you want to share quotes or funny pictures or what's happening, in the world today that's inspirational. And then I was talking to you guys about a local real estate agent, and what actually happened was when, when the people when Soren and I were looking for a flat, there was a site very similar to Covert Viral Wizard, and it would let you just scan through all the images, and it would auto-load, just like Covert Viral Wizard, it would auto-load, and we knew from the first image whether we wanted to right-click and open. I mean, I remember I had like 50 different tabs open at one stage. So that's why this is so powerful for local real estate, because people, regardless, they want to see everything. Okay, I've been on those real estate agents where you put in like how many rooms and whatever. The truth is we want to see everything. So this is also one of my customers who uses Pulse Notify Plus, who I told you that idea about the real estate agency and actually selling this to real estate agents and saying, what if I were to be able to target your customers directly on Facebook? None of your other competitors are doing that. And that's how he's selling this. He's saying you can connect and engage with your potential real estate clients in a totally different way than nobody has ever been able to do before, So that's really cool. And then another customer is using this for local event sites. And there was something that I forgot to mention. He's been doing this on a ton of blogs. He has them all over the place for different cities. And when you actually go to this Facebook button, I'm just going to go here. When you actually create a list, this is what he's been doing, and it's so smart. He's been creating these local event sites, and he has thousands of subscribers on Pulse Notify. And what he does is he sells packages. So he'll create a list of 100 subscribers, 200, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. And he will actually go to local businesses and say, well, these are the prices I have for sending out one notification. This is my CTR. People are opening up my, my notification, 47% open rate. People are clicking through to content. I will send your message for your specific business or event to 100 people, to 200 people, 300, 500, 1,000. So you can also do that. So you can create it very easily with Pulse Notify to also facilitate that sort of stuff. Okay, if you guys, I'm going to open this up for you if you need the link. Are there any other questions? Nanita, I haven't used the Covert Viral content plugin much, so I'm not. This is just for Covert Viral Wizard because that's the most important aspect of this. Obviously, the Covert Viral content plugin is fantastic, but I'm not going to be covering that. It will be recorded. This webinar will be recorded. pulsenotify.com/special. I don't know what viral cover is. I don't know what viral cover is, I must be honest. Giovanna is actually a Serbian name. Thank you, Arthur. Karen, no, you don't need, you can. Obviously, you can make a Facebook fan page. You don't need a fan page in order to use Pulse Notify Plus. You need an application. And that's facilitated all behind the scenes with Pulse Notify. So if you don't want to have a fan page for every single website that you create, you can just have a list or an application that takes like 2 minutes to create and connect to Pulse Notify Plus. So that's very easy. There's a big question here. Okay, someone's doing very well with Thomas is doing fantastic with real estate agents. That's amazing. Well done. Karen Soren will be sending out a replay to this webinar. And I'll see if I can try and fix the sound for you guys before I upload the video. Are there any more questions? If you guys need to go and grab the link, I'm going to put it into the box for you guys again. Brian's asking, where or how can I learn more on how people are using this with real estate agents? That's a good point. What I have been asking our Plus people to do is actually have like mini interviews with me so that we can actually send it out to our customers so that they can learn. So I will definitely see what that's about. Yes, Thomas, that's exactly it. And I think a lot of people get lost in this. I did offline consulting for 5 years before I started with product creation because it fits in with my dream. I want to open up my own tiger breeding project in 5 years, and I'm passionate about creating good products. And when I was offering offline as a service, I was definitely, I had two options, but I'm very honest about this. I wanted to be able to get everybody in a specific package. So if they could afford the full service, so to speak, where I do everything for them or one of my employees do everything for them, I would charge them a specific rate. But why we developed the white label version of Pulse Notify Plus, and you can see it on the link as well, is because a lot of the people wanted to charge once off. Well, I'll install this for you, show you how to use it, and you can send your subscribers as many notifications as possible. They didn't want them to see, oh, okay, well, they could have gotten this with Pulse Notify. So we created a white label version where you can change the name of the plugin, change the logo so that all trace of marketing team and Pulse Notify is gone. No, Nathan, there is no limit to any notifications that you can send. Patrick, what was your question? Can I get 350 visitors per day with the Covert Viral Wizard only? Yes, you can. I think this is important, guys, and I'm going to be very upfront and honest with you. Everything takes work. So, like I said, I shared one Reddit post. I shared this on Facebook, and we got 71 visitors in 7 hours. I've never seen anything work so quickly in my life, and I'm not just saying that, you know, obviously because we have a very close relationship with I am multiple this because it actually works. So that was literally clicking this button and this button, and we got 71 visitors. Obviously, you can repeat that to get more traffic in. But why Pulse Notify Plus plays such an important part is because it will turn your current customers. People want more of the same. There's a very simple strategy. Sell people something or give people something they want. Give them more of that and then sell them more of the same. We don't have a multi-site license for Pulse Notify Plus. Ricardo, if you have Pulse Notify, which is a $27 plugin, it's very different. We don't have the autoresponder stuff. We will continue to upgrade and develop Pulse Notify, but we were also very honest with our subscribers in saying we are building a more advanced version for people who want to take it to the next level, and that's what Pulse Notify Plus is. So if you're on this webinar, this is the same price that we would have sold it to our own customers. After we do this launch, or this webinar with IML for this customers, you guys won't be able to see that price again if we do sell it to another customer. Yes, Thomas, you're more than welcome. I will email, I'll give you my personal email, and then you can email me. It sounds very cool what you're doing. Are there any other questions? So this is the link if you want to go and check out Pulse Notify. It seems like we're all out of questions, so there will be a replay. And I'm sure Saren will let you guys know in the replay email how long this will be open for. Yes, Nathan, what we're going to be doing is, because a lot of people are saying, okay, well, we want to start off with Plus. Can we start off with white label later? And we're actually changing our licensing system to JVC, so exactly the same as I Am Wealth Builder, just because we think that facilitates an easier way for our customers. Everybody gets their JVC license key, so that nothing goes wrong. We're going to add a buy button in for Plus people that then can upgrade to white label, once they've gotten comfortable with the plugin and they know that they want to take this to a whole new level. Because white label is essentially for people who want to go to customers and say, I have this amazing new technology that we're using to get these great open rates, that we can send out just like you would for normal email lists. Okay, so Plus is 197, and then white label is 497. So yeah, $200 extra. So if you buy Plus now, we will have a buy button later for existing customers to upgrade for $200. No, Robert, this is exactly, if you are a pro user, no. Okay, so one question at a time. I'm getting distracted. Pro users, this is the same price as you would get for our normal clients. So if you are a Pulse Notify or Pulse Notify Pro customer, this is the same price as you would have gotten it from our own list. Yes, sorry, Paul, $300. Okay, can Pulse Plus be used on more than one site? Yes, you have to develop a license. You can use it as much as you like. You get developer licenses, so multi-site flipping license. So if you also want to create these Covert bio-wizard sites and you actually want to sell them on Flip and whatever, and you have Pulse Notify Plus enabled, you can sell it with the plugin intact. John, I will tell Soren and them your idea. So yeah, you get multi-sites and flipping license. You can use it on your client site. We really wanted to give a lot to our customers. So that's why this offer is really ridiculous. And we're the only plugin out there on the market. Actually, we did have a competitor, but he's gone out of business and he stopped supporting his product. We've been supporting our product for the last 8 months. Yes, Nathan. There's a story behind that, but we won't get into now. Okay, guys. It is 4 in the morning for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed that webinar. So I'm definitely going to let you guys go. But thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this, and there will be a replay going out. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Okay. Yay, thank you so much. It was awesome. Lovely. Well, enjoy the rest of your night or day, depending on where you are. And I'll see you sometime soon, hopefully. Bye, guys.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.